High above the wind-swept cliffs of Yorkshire stand the haunting ruins of Whitby Abbey. By day, it is one of England's most breathtaking historic landmarks. But when darkness falls, the ruins take on a different character. The wind whistles through broken arches. The sea crashes against the cliffs below, and according to local legend, the bells of the abbey still ring. The strange thing is, there are no bells left. This is the story of the ghost bells of Whitby Abbey. More than 13 centuries ago, Whitby Abbey stood as one of the most important Christian monasteries in England. Monks rose before dawn to pray. Pilgrims travelled for days to seek peace within its walls. The sound of the great bells echoed across the North Sea, guiding fishermen safely home through thick coastal fog. For generations, those bells became the heartbeat of Whitby, until one terrible night. In the winter of the 16th century, violent storms swept across England's eastern coast. Lightning struck the Abbey Tower. Fire consumed its ancient wooden beams. As the tower collapsed, the great bronze bells crashed into the ruins below. Some say they shattered. Others believed they were buried beneath fallen stone. But the old fishermen told a different story. They claimed the sea itself had claimed the bells. Years passed. The monastery fell into ruin. Its roof disappeared. Its windows stood empty. Nature slowly reclaimed the once great abbey. Yet every autumn, when heavy sea mist rolled across the cliffs, villagers reported hearing church bells ringing softly through the darkness. The sound always came just before dawn. When people searched the ruins, they found only silence. One October evening, a young schoolteacher named Emily arrived in Whitby to research local folklore. She dismissed the ghost stories as imagination. Old legends, she thought. Nothing more. The innkeeper smiled politely. "If you hear the bells," he warned, "don't follow them." Emily laughed. She wished him good night and climbed the steep path toward the abbey. Rain drifted in from the sea. Fog swallowed the ancient ruins. The moon vanished behind thick clouds. Then a single bell rang, deep, clear, beautiful. It echoed across the cliffs. Emily stopped. There were no bells, yet the sound came again. Closer this time. Following the sound through the ruined cloisters, she noticed something extraordinary. The shattered stone floor seemed to shimmer. For only a moment, the ruined abbey transformed before her eyes. Broken walls stood tall once again. Candles glowed behind stained glass windows. Monks walked silently beneath towering arches. Choirs sang ancient hymns. The great bells rang from above. It lasted only seconds. Then everything faded. The ruins returned. The silence was complete. The next morning, Emily searched historical records. She discovered dozens of similar accounts spanning more than 400 years. Fishermen, soldiers, pilgrims, even Victorian tourists had reported hearing phantom bells. None could explain them. Scientists suggested unusual acoustics created by the cliffs. Others blamed distant church towers carried by the wind. Yet none of those explanations accounted for the detailed visions reported by so many witnesses. Today, Whitby Abbey continues to watch over the North Sea. Visitors come for its beauty, its history, its connection to Bram Stoker's Dracula, but some stay until sunset, waiting, listening, hoping they might hear the bells that no longer exist. Most hear only the wind. A few claim otherwise. Perhaps the greatest mysteries are not those we can solve. Perhaps they are the ones that remind us every ancient place carries memories. Whitby Abbey has stood for over 13 centuries. It has witnessed Viking raids, royal visits, storms, wars, and endless tides. If stones could speak, what stories would they tell? And if, one misty evening, you find yourself standing among its ancient ruins, listening to the waves below, and somewhere in the distance, a church bell begins to ring. Will it be the wind? Or will you have become the latest witness to one of England's most enduring mysteries? Only Whitby Abbey knows the answer. Thank you for joining us on another journey with Echoes of England. If you enjoy England's hidden history, haunted legends, forgotten places, and mysterious true stories, like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more cinematic documentaries that bring the echoes of England's past back to life.